All right, welcome back. Now, college basketball is back in Grand Junction with Colorado Mesa men's and women's basketball tipping off their first games at Bronson Arena this season. Now, that's where sports reporter Garrett Brown joins us from right now. Garrett, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Robbie, like you said, checking in here from Bronson Arena, where basketball is officially back in Grand Junction. The Mavs men's and women's teams are both back in action today in front of the hometown crowd for the first time this season. The women's team, they're taking on Simon Fraser, the Red Leafs, who the Mavs have actually already seen once this season. CMU is 6-1, so it should come as no surprise that they were able to handle the Red Leafs the first time around, winning that game 61-54. And the Mavs are already well on pace to blow past that threshold. They have 62 points in a game that's been all Mavericks, basically from the opening salvo. You can hear that crowd at Bronson Arena getting into the game behind me. And the Mavs have been firing on all cylinders. Like we said, they are currently 6-1 and well on their way to make it 7-1. And while it should be no surprise that the reigning back-to-back RMAC Player of the Year, Olivia Reed-Tyne, has been a big part of that, including today where she's the leading scorer, the Mavs have been getting contributions from all sorts of players, including one of their key players that they got back from injury, Mason Rowland, who we spoke to ahead of her first game back at Bronson Arena earlier this week. Take a listen. CMU has gotten guard Mason Rowland back from an ACL injury that kept her out for essentially all of last season. But now the Durango native is back for the Mavs and picking up right where she left off, if not better. After averaging a little under 15 points per game as a true freshman, Rowland has been rolling, averaging a team-leading 16 points per game so far this season, good for 8th overall in the RMAC, along with an average of 3.3 assists and 6.6 rebounds. Here's more from the Maverick guard on her journey back to the court ahead of her first game at Bronson Arena in over a year.
I think it took me a couple games to try and get my flow back, but I mean, we'd been working hard as a team in preseason, postseason last year. Like, we all were trying to get our flow back, and I think once we stepped onto the court the first couple of games, we all started to click, and offense flowed, defense flowed, everything. We were playing as a team, so it was good. I think there's always going to be times when I play differently now, I think, just trying to protect it in a sense, but I also, again, the only thing you could tell is I have a knee brace. I try not to play any different than I did before. But I think it's really just a testament to how hard rehab can be, and if you work hard, you can get back to where you were before.
Yeah, so Rowland's already had a big impact on this game. 13 points already for the Durango native, including a couple of 3 balls, as the Mavs are looking to close this one out in the fourth quarter. They're currently up 69-49, looking to wrap up win number 7 on the year. The men's team will get their first chance to play in front of the hometown crowd this season shortly after this game wraps up. They find themselves in a totally different situation. After winning their season opener, they've been on the wrong side of 3 games in a row. They're going to look to snap that 3-game cold skid, taking on Texas A&M International shortly after this. And we'll have more on both these games coming up later tonight. But for now, I'm going to send things back to you in the studio, Robbie.
All right, thank you so much for that, Garrett. And as he said, we will have more highlights from those games tonight at 10. But for right now, we'll be right back.